Um, Mr. Vukudo, Mr. Lucky, we are here. We are recording. My eyewitnesses, my is it drivers or navigators? In this case,
Navigators.
navigate, and I'm driving today.
Yeah.
Asbong. Okay, so this thing just counts down to a certain date. So we have 6 hours till midnight. Basically, 6 hours till tomorrow. We have 6 hours and 1 day, 4 minutes, and yada yada seconds. Let's see how this works. Haven't seen this in a while, so my logic will be a bit off, but it's a good way to show how I think. This what's this? It's an input of type date. We have a div that is called clock, which we should use as a clock, and we have a span for days, a span for hours, span for minutes, span for seconds. That is the front end. Front end always is. Now back end, really, what's happening? Query selector, it selects the end date within this input of the type date, and then it selects the clock, which is like this whole interface, front end interface, and then we have a time interval and then a time stop for true. What does that do? We'll find out very soon. We'll suffer. I have the gents on my side. Actually, gents, if something shows me flames, I'm depending on both of you.
We will try.
Yeah, we can't see flames as the three of us. You guys are doing Node.js, I'm doing ManStack, and then we are on basic JavaScript, and then we're seeing flames. It shouldn't be possible. So do take note of what is happening, because I didn't even comment this code. The saved value, where does it get it from? Local get item countdown. This one is the local storage, probably from when I selected the date, because as soon as I open this website, I noticed that it still remember the date I chose. So it's definitely a local storage, and then it gets the countdown, which is probably saved as a time variable. It takes the saved value and then turns it into a new date type. Ooh, I wanted to highlight some things, but it does not allow me, but it's fine. We shall use the cursor. A new date. Where's the new date? Oh yeah, it's the new date, and then the end value is the input value. Easy mas. Event listener. With every change, it will fire this given. What is this thing? This given function. It will prevent a default, which would be a default reaction to the policies that web pages run on, and then it will clear the interval for the time interval, and then give us a new temporary date, which will run with every change, like 54 seconds, 53, 52, and so forth. Now we are setting the item to the new countdown, and then we're starting the clock, and then the time stop is true. So it will stop basically for 1 second until it changes, and then it will run the function again. So it will start the clock, and then it will update the counter with every second until it has like 0, and then the time stop will go to false. Then there's no need to ever stop the time ever again. So it will let the query selector, which is the clock, and then give it its value, which will probably be 00000 by that time, and then it will update the counter via this function. It will set what is this there, a variable, update the counter every 1000 milliseconds, which is like 1 second, yes, and then clear the interval again. So the time left here is where it is how do I say this, calculates the time. Here's where it's calculated a new date object, and it will pass it as a current date, because we're dealing with numbers aren't necessarily dates, because divisible by 10 and divisible by 60, two different things. So we're taking this, and then we are What is this thing? Mod modulo. Yes, we'll floor it, and then because PC runs flipping fast, so we can't be having like, what are those things, floats in there, and then for 60 seconds, 60 by 60, it's minutes 3600, and then 3600 by 24 hours, and then what is this thing, 24 hours by days, and then days are just as it is, a bare integer as it is right there, and then since they're saved in here, they're just reported as objects, and then those are sent to the front end. Any questions? Is everyone satisfied? Are we understanding, or did you notice mistakes in the logic? Good stuff. Good stuff. I see. I see a thumbs up. Let's see. I wonder how much time I took.